Hello guys, welcome to another sewing tutorial on this channel, Sewing with Damara. In this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this gorgeous 3/4 bubu dress. This has an ashoke around the chest area and a shirt-like collar, and it also has ashoke around the sleeves, side pockets, and also slits by the side. If you'd love to know how to go about the making of this, make sure you watch this tutorial to the end, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Without further ado, let's get started. To make this dress, I have 6 yards of fabric here, but I ended up using just 2 1/4 yards. Quarter yards because of the pockets, but if you're making this without pockets, 2 yards will be enough for you. For the ashoke, we'll be using this to create the design around the chest area, the collar, and also the sleeve. So what I have here is 2 strands. So to fold this, we are going to go ahead to cut out 2 yards. The reason why I'm saying 2 yards is because this has a cut together sleeve with the shoulder. So you're going to divide your shoulder measurements by 2. Mine is 8 inches, and then you're going to add your sleeve length, which in most cases is going to be 10 inches. This is going to give me a total of 18 inches. And because I'm cutting the front and the back together, I'm going to multiply 18 by 4, which is going to give me 72 inches, which is 2 yards. So I have my fabric here already in a fold of 4. What I did was to fold it into 2 and fold it into 2 again, which is a fold of 4, because we are cutting the front and back together. And what I have here is 2 yards. As you can see, I have 18 inches here. And for the length of this, you'll be using the full length of your Ankara fabric, because this is a 3/4 bubu dress. Go ahead and mark down your starting line from the top of your fabric. For the neck width, you're going to mark 3 inches here, and you're going to come down by 1 inch or 1.5 inch for the neck depth of the back. Go ahead and connect this together. Also on this line, you're going to mark half of your shoulder measurement. Mine is 8 inches, and from that point you're going to mark your sleeve length. So mine is 10 inches, and that is literally what I have there. From that point, you're going to come down by 1 inch, and you'll be connecting this into the neck width. For the sleeve opening, mark down 10 inches from your shoulder slope. Because we'll be stitching this down with about ½ inch, make sure you add ½ inch. So I'm going to mark 10.5 inch. From the shoulder line, you're going to come down by your half length. Mine is 17 inches, and I'm just going to mark that and connect with a straight line. This is going to serve more as a guide for us when we are inserting our pockets. Coming to this point here, coming to the sleeve opening here, go in by 2.5 inch. So you're just going to create a curve from this point into this mark here. I'm going to continue marking the 2.5 inch on this side, and I'm going to connect it with a straight line. Now, if you want to make the measurement to suit a particular person, depending on what they want, you can just divide the biggest part of your body by 4. Then from that point, I'm going to determine how many inch of ease I want to add. So you're just going to mark 2.5 inch all the way to the length. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. You can see that as I'm cutting this out, I'm adding ½ inch around my neckline, around the shoulder slope. After cutting this out, for the pocket, you can decide to use your half length, or you go down from your half length by 1 or 1.5 inch. So I'm just going to go down from my half length by 1 inch, and that is going to be the point I will place my pocket. So make sure you notch this point so it will make it easier for you to place your pockets at the same point. Now I'm going to take out the inner piece, and that is going to be for my back. I'll keep that aside, and we are going to focus on the front. For the front neckline, I'm going to come down by 2.5 inch for the neck depth. I didn't mark this earlier, but you can mark this so that you won't have difficulty noting where 2.5 inch or where 3 inches is, okay? So I'm going to connect that into the neck width, and I'm going to cut this out. Now from that point, you're going to go down by about ½ inch, and this is going to be for the opening you have around the neckline. I just realized that my fabric wasn't captured within my camera range, so I had to shift that. So you can see that I have 5 inch here. I'm going to slit this open to that point. So opening this up, you can see what I have here. The next thing we are going to do now is to cut out the ashoke that we are going to use to place around the chest area. So this is my ashoke here. I'm going to fold it into 2 because we are cutting 2 for both sides. Okay, for the measurement you will use here, you can use your shoulder to your half length. Okay, if you don't want it to get to the half length, you can use your shoulder to 1 inch above your half length. So my half length is 17 inches. I'm taking out 1 inch and I'm going to cut this at 16 inches. I'm adding ½ inch because I'm going to be folding this, but I finally decided to add 1 inch because I'll be stitching with ½ inch at the shoulder area, and I'm also going to fold at the bottom by ½ inch. So I'm just adding extra 1 inch and I'm cutting out this at 17 inches. Also cut it out at this point to separate it into 2. So make sure you arrange your ashoke properly like I'm doing here, or you can even use your pin to hold it together. What you're going to do here is to place it under your fabric here, and you're going to note that point around your neckline. And that point that you came down by ½ inch, you're going to notch it on your ashoke. So this is the point here for me, and I'm going to notch that point. Also, I'm going to cut this out following the neckline I have here. So what you're going to do is from this notch point here, you're going to stitch down with ½ inch all the way to the length. After stitching this down, this is what I have. I also make sure to iron my seam open. Now the next thing I'm going to do here, that design we have around the ashoke, you're going to come up from the side by 3 inches. You can connect this with a straight line into the center, or you can make it a curve. So I'll be making mine a curve, and I'm going to trim this out. After trimming this out, you might notice that this side here, the thread will no longer be strong. So you're going to go back to your machine and back stitch just to make sure that this stays together, okay? After back stitching, I'm just going to trim off whatever excess I have there. Now we are going to attach this to the chest area of our bubu. And to do this, turn your bubu over to the wrong side. So this is the wrong side of my bubu, and I'm going to get the right side of my ashoke. So now you are placing the right side of your ashoke to the wrong side of your bubu. I hope that's clear. What you're going to do here, I'm just going to use my chalk to trace out the parts that we are going to stitch on. I know I marked around the neckline, but the only point you are stitching down is around the V, okay, around that slit opening we have there. So you're going to stitch with ½ inch around this point here. So like I said, we are stitching only around this V point here. Make sure you make a notch around this point, especially around this pointy area here, so it will make it easier for you to turn this over to the right side. So turn this over to the right side and give this a good press so it lays flat. So this is exactly what you should have when you are done doing this. The next thing you are going to do now is just to fold this in a bit by ½ inch. It doesn't even have to get to ½ inch. You can just use 0.2 inch, but just fold it in a bit so that you can top stitch this to keep it in place. So you're going to fold it in around all the corners you have here. Give it a good press first, then you can go to your machine and top stitch it all around, okay? So while I am going to do this at the machine, I'm also going to sew my pocket. For the pocket, I have this piece of fabric here which I already folded into 4. So on fold here, I have about 22.5 inch. I literally used the full length of my Ankara print, which is 45 inches, okay? And then for the width, I used 9.5 inch. So I folded it into 2 and then further folded it into 2 again because we are cutting pockets for both sides. So for the pocket opening, I'm going to come down from this point here by 8 inches. So I'm just going to curve out my pocket. You can see how I'm doing this. Just go ahead and do exactly the same thing. Then you trim it out. So you can see here that I have 4 pieces, 2 for each side of the pocket. To attach the pocket now, you're going to get your pocket and you place the right side of the pocket to the right side of your fabric. You can see the notch point we made earlier for the pocket. So you're just going to put it at that point there and you're going to stitch it to the front of your bubu. You're going to repeat the same thing on this other side here. So these other 2 pieces I have here is going to be for the back. So exactly the same thing you did for the front is what you're going to do for the back. So you can see here, this is what I have for the back. I've attached my pocket and this is what I have for my front. As you can see, I've gone ahead to top stitch my ashoke all round on the front of my bubu. Now you're going to place these right sides facing each other. What you're going to do here is to stitch it down around the shoulders and then around the side. So this is just me using pin to hold the shoulders together. You're going to stitch it down using 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then for the sides, you're going to stitch using 1/2 inch from this side here, from this sleeve opening here, all the way to this point. So when you get to your pocket, you go down by about 1/2 inch. Then you're going to go into the pocket, stitch all around with 1/2 inch, come out again, and then you're going to stitch to the length of your dress. Now this is if you don't want slits, but if you want this to have slits, you can go up from the length of your dress by about 10 to 12 inches depending on how long you want the slit to be, and that is where your seam is going to stop. Okay, after stitching down the shoulders, you guys, I just realized that we are meant to actually attach ashoke to the sleeve area. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to get my ashoke fabric and place that to cut out the width of my sleeve. I'll be cutting out 2 of this because we are attaching it to both sleeves. So all you need to do here is to place this on the right side of your fabric, stitch down with 1/2 inch before you close up the sides like I described earlier. So after stitching that down, this is how beautiful it came out. I also went ahead to give this a really good press. Okay, the next thing we are going to do here now is to insert the collar on this dress. And to insert the collar, you're going to take the measurement of what you have around your neckline. Now, if you take the measurement of what you have around your neckline and it is less than 16 inches, you're going to have difficulty wearing this. As you can see here, I have 13 inches. If this were to be a button-down shirt, maybe you would have been able to manage it, but this is not. So it's going to be difficult to wear it because you are wearing it from your head down. So what you are going to do here is we are going to be taking out 1/2 inch all around our neckline to increase the width of the neckline. So after marking out 1/2 inch all around, I'm going to trim it. I will be taking the measurement of what we have here again. So now I have 16 inches, which is perfectly okay. So if yours is less than 16 inches, make sure you trim it down by about 1/2 inch, okay, and measure it again. It should not be less than 16 inches or it's going to be difficult for you to wear it from your head, okay. To cut out the collar, you're going to add 1 inch to what you measured around the neckline. So adding 1 inch to mine, I have 17 inches. I'm going to cut this at 17 inches. And you'll be cutting out 2 pieces, okay? For the collar, you're going to sew it around these 3 corners that I'm marking here. This part here, and this part. So you're going to run a stitch using 1/2 inch and stitch around these 3 corners here. When you are done stitching it down, you're going to fold this side up by 1/2 inch and give it a good press. Your ashoke is right side facing each other. I don't know if ashoke has like right side or wrong side, but this part here which I've marked on is automatically my wrong side. Okay, so if I stitch around the 3 corners, I'm going to fold this side up by 1/2 inch and give it a good press. Then when I turn it over to the right side, that way this side that I folded up by 1/2 inch to iron is going to be hidden inside the collar. So after doing that, this is what I have. You can see that I have given this a good press, and like I said earlier, that part we folded in by 1/2 inch, you can see that it is inside the collar. Now the next thing we are going to do is to attach this collar to our neckline. To do this, we'll be inserting the neckline about 1/2 inch into the collar. Just insert it about 1/2 inch into the collar, and you're going to pin it down all round. Your neckline should fit, okay, because that 1 inch you added, you sew it at each side with 1/2 inch. So whatever you have now should fit into what you have on your neckline. So you can see that mine fit. What I'm going to do now is to go and run a stitch round the neckline. Okay, run a stitch at this point all round the neckline. So after making that stitch, you can see how beautiful this came out. This is exactly what yours should look like, and that is it. You can go ahead and give your dress a really good press. That is it on how to go about making this dress. I hope this tutorial was really helpful. Please do let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like this tutorial so you can get to other people just like it got to you. Share this to family and friend you know be interested in tutorials like this. Turn on your post notifications so you always get notified when I post the next tutorial. I'll definitely be seeing you guys in my next one.